Fitton, the defending champions, in cracking form. Williams played his part in one of the great second-round matches yesterday. 21 1080s between him and Conan the Barbarian Whitehead, and that 1-6-1 checkout in the decider is something that Paul Nicholson and I will never, ever forget. Paul, from an outside...
This is the 2018 Lakeside World Championships, and we continue with our men's quarterfinals here at the home of World Darts, the Lakeside! We now introduce to the stage the current holder of 3 BDO World Ranking titles. He's the former World Cup singles champion. It's the Quiff, Jim Williams! We now introduce to the stage a 2-time Winmore World Masters champion. He's the reigning Lakeside World Champion,
Lakeside's rocking. They will embrace as friends again at the end of the match, but right now they are rivals on a global stage. They're live next on 4.
Williams with the darts in this opening leg. So both these players on form, both of them apparently best mates, or are they?
40.
We have a little video that we're going to play you at some stage from the players' parade. The players introduced to the crowd, they all come onto the stage. Good start from both players here.
100.
About half an hour before play starts, all the players who are going to be in action in that session come onto the stage, get applauded on, shake each other's hands, big player lineup. Have a look at this. On the left, Glenn Durrant, having none of it. We promise they are friends. Not right now, though.
95. Genuine player 161.
Well, Jim with the darts in this first leg, and he has the first look at a checkout here. Treble 17 will leave ball for a fantastic start for him. Didn't hit the treble, but can still set himself up nicely with Durrant on 132.
To break the throw. Treble 19 for a bullseye. If he hits the treble 19, that's a terrific marker for the bull, is it? Or does he have to move across the oche? Can he squeeze that in? Oh, yes, he can! Use the other dart. A 1-3-2 to break the throw and get us underway in this quarter-final. We told you it would be tasty.
Some way to start for the defending champion with his biggest check out of the week so far, a 132.
100.
His post on social media this morning contained the hashtag #LetFateDecide. The champion's long-term future wholly dependent on what happens this afternoon. He said that if he wins today and reaches the last 4, he will stay a BDO player for life. If he loses, he is off to Q School at the PDC. So potentially, this is the last time he will ever play on the Lakeside stage. I can assure you, though, his dream of becoming only the 4th man ever to retain the BDO World Championship title shines brighter than ever. Just a little added ingredient to this game that these two are such close friends.
123.
If it is to be Glenn Durrant's last game on the Lakeside stage, last ever game, I don't imagine he'd want anyone else to beat him.
135.
Glenn, of course, has been here before. Jim hasn't. First Welshman to play in a quarter-final for 7 years. We've got another one later in Wayne Warren.
180.
There's his first maximum, and he has a chance to break back in a moment.
His 16th of the tournament so far. He's been scoring really heavily. The quiff, his finishing, is what's been making his earlier matches tight and nervy. How were those doubles today?
Double 10. Excellent response from Jim Williams.
Third leg, Jim to go first. Game on.
Only 45 from Williams. Glenn Durrant, you would imagine, will jump all over that.
100.
That's his second maximum of the afternoon. Really finding his rhythm. Durrant almost able to follow up in kind.
Not a bad start, is it? How about that? 3 180s from Jim Williams. He's averaging 126 in this third leg.
Jim, you require 96.
So 3 darts and 96 then for Williams. Treble 20 will leave double 8.
56. Then you require 170.
The biggest check out of them all. It's been hit twice this week. Once by Daryl Fitton, once by Justin van der Houw, the youth champion. Glenn, do you fancy joining that?
130.
Not this time.
Jim, you require 40.
Right, already throwing a ball to take out the 132, couldn't throw it to take out a 170. Tops for Williams, which has been his nemesis throughout the tournament so far, but he hits it here, and he leads for the first time, albeit in the very early stages of the game.
Yes, first to 5 sets through to face Scott Waits in the semi-finals on Saturday.
140.
We talked about the averages. Glenn Durrant, throughout the tournament, has been averaging almost 100, 99.09. Jim Williams, more like
59.
86, 87.
But this is the side of the game that Jim needs to improve. Just 26% checkout stats through the tournament as a whole. Barely 1 out of every 4 doubles that he's thrown has hit.
Which means that when he approaches the board with 3 darts in his hand at, say, double 16, the chances are
100.
he'll need another visit. to close out the leg.
Certainly his scoring has not been a problem. He threw 11 180s in the second round, which equalled the all-time tournament record for a second round tie. And 3 already in 3.5 legs today.
100.
Some way back in this leg, though, as Durrant has the opportunity to take it into the deciding leg of the first set. Won't happen with this visit.
Treble 16 would have left double 18, but Jim back on 2-4-2.
Playing it acquire 77.
Tops to level the set.
57. Germany acquire 142.
So this is for the first set. Another one of those will leave double 11. He's been peppering that treble 20 so far, but just let him down when he needed it. Durrant comes back double 10 then for the champ.
Game shot in the fourth leg. Glenn Durrant.
To each in the first, we go through to a deciding fifth leg in this first set.
Well, Dieter Hedman was saying during commentary in the last match that sometimes when you play your best mate up on the stage, you can just relax and play your best darts. And that is what it seems both of these players are doing at the moment. Both averaging well north of 100.
60.
This dart here, this third one, that's the 25,000th dart thrown at Lakeside this year.
$140.
Still Williams' power scoring in the first 9 darts, very impressive, and he's down to a finish after 9 again. In an outstanding position then, he's got 6 darts from 167 for a 1-0 lead against the defending champion. Treble 19 would have left bull, still has a little bit of time in his hand. Only 1 dart left in his hand.
84.
Certainly wasn't what he wanted.
Would he have gone for the bullseye had he hit the treble 19? That's what we will never know.
Well, against a player of Glenn Durrant's form and pedigree, these are the chances that have to be put away. It's bullseye for the first set.
35.
1 set dart missed.
101.
This is to take the set against the darts, and this would hurt. Treble 14 would have left tops, but Jim will be back.
93. Germany require 48.
Number 9 seed has 2 darts for a 1-0 lead. 1 dart for a 1-0 lead. He's got it. First blood, Jim Williams against his close friend, the number 1 seed, Glenn Durrant. But it's the Quip who has his nose in front so far. Decent set by both players. Outstanding averages, great scoring, good solid finishing as well. Has the makings of being another epic contest. It's Durrant 0, Williams 1 after the first set.
Shots of USA, USA, USA have not been heard at Lakeside this year. We've had a Canadian, but no American. An Englishman and a Welshman currently on stage, and it's advantage Wales after the first set. Jim Williams leading his best mate. by a set to 0, first to 5.
Second set, first leg, Glenn to throw first. Game on.
He's got a hugely impressive record on this Lakeside stage, Glenn Durrant. 13 wins, only 3 defeats here. He's been at this stage by Scott Waits back in 2016. It's Scott who lies in wait for the winner of this one in the semi-final. It'll be Glenn's 3rd trip to the semi-finals if he can make it through. This is already the deepest that Jim has ever got in the competition.
They both won 3 times on tour since we watched Duzzer lift the Lakeside Trophy here 12 months ago. Glenn Durrant won in Denmark, in Wales and Wolverhampton. Jim here in Switzerland, Belgium and France. Leaving a finish, 167 when he comes back.
$121. Then you require 167.
Treble 20 his first target here. Hits that. Treble 19 now. Come back up. Jim way back on 281. Welshman did beat Glenn at the Fender Masters last month. Head record between the two pretty level. It's Glenn that has the marginal advantage, 5-3. And this for the first leg of the second set, in which Glenn has the darts. Double 16.
36.
So another chance to hold his throw with a double 16. Small adjustment up to the double 8. And now all the way across the board to the double 4. And that's the one he hits.
Second leg jump to throw first. Game on. $140. $140.
So you'll notice Jim Williams when Glenn's throwing. This isn't particular to this match because he's playing his best mate. Just staring down at his shoes.
43.
I always wonder what he's thinking.
$140.
So let's watch him again as he goes back. We'll observe the flights of his darts. He will look at the monitor, he'll look down at his feet, and he'll just listen and wait to hear what number is called out by referee Anthony Dundas.
134. Jim, you require 121.
This is doable for a 12 dart leg. Treble 17 and bull. No longer doable, but he will be back. Durrant on 184.
Jim, you require 64.
Oh, he's held throw the last 2 times that he's had the darts. Tops to do it again. Double 10.
Game showing the second leg, Jim Williams.
There has been a discernible improvement in his finishing so far. I know it's early days. He's only had 10 darts at a double so far. He's hit 4 of them, which is solid rather than spectacular.
And actually, crucially, none of the times he's missed has it hurt him. Every time he's had a dart at a double in a leg, he has won the leg.
So that finishing stat of 40% for this match, as you can see, is about a 50% improvement on what he's been throwing the rest of the week so far.
I'll tell you what, folks, we have a game on here.
140.
It's going to have to go some to come close to emulating the Scott Waits Andy Barton's match that we brought you first up today here on Channel 4.
140.
Signs are there that this one could go deep as well.
Both players still averaging 100.
$125. $105. Then you require 136.
Right then. Might need to hit this. Another treble 20 for double 8. So, opportunity
96.
for the quiff to break.
Then you require 116.
$19 will leave tops.
76.
1 from 6 on tops now.
40.
Might be his first expensive miss of the afternoon. That was a chance to break. Can Glenn hit it?
Only one dart left.
20.
No, he can't.
Jimmy requires 40.
Right then.
For a break in the second
He's
set.
showing the third leg, Jim Williams. Fourth leg, Jim to throw first. Game on.
And all of a sudden, if he holds out here, he's got a 2-0 lead. There's a race to 5, of course, still a long way to go. Nevertheless, there will be
96.
some observers who weren't necessarily expecting Jim to pick up 2 sets in the match. Always sense that perhaps the odds were a little bit unfavourable to him, that he was a much better value than they suggested. Glenn responding with a maximum.
And that little number 9 appears to the left-hand side of his name. It means that the perfect leg of darts is on. Only a third of the way through, though, and the 9 will disappear now.
59.
Well, look at those numbers. Hugely impressive for both players. I mean, Glenn has never had a 3-figure average.
34.
And that would be some 8.5 points better than Jim has ever managed in a full match here in the tournament.
140. When you require 128.
Right then. Treble 14 for double 16 to level this set. No. So, set point Williams.
88. Jimmy require 106.
$14 then for double 16. It's double 16 for a 2-0 lead.
90.
Big miss.
When you require 40.
Will that sting? Will that miss double hurt? 5 misses on double top now in a row. 6 for Glenn Durrant. Double 10 he must hit and
30.
doesn't. Oh my goodness, that is very unusual.
16.
Double 8.
Game showing the second set. Jim Williams.
The quiff supplies a real hair-raising moment for Glenn Durrant. It's 2-0 to Jim Williams.
Third set, first leg. Jim to throw first. Game on.
And the significance of that, of course, it's a set against the Glen Durrant throw.
140.
Now, we don't tend to put a camera in the commentary box because, frankly, we value the viewing figures. However, that's us.
No, it's very off-putting. Please, can you concentrate on the stage?
Down to a finish again. First, Jim Williams, and still no missed double has hurt him. Every leg he's had a dart and a double, he has won that leg.
116.
Treble 19 for tops. Just the wrong side of the wire. That's the sharp exhalation of breath from the man from the Welsh borders.
88.
Good recovery.
122.
122 for Durrant. And this is for a leg against the darts. Opportunity to bounce back. Just hasn't found his radar so far.
78. Germany require 28.
So 2 14s. For a fourth straight leg. Still needs them.
No score.
And still needs them.
Playing require 44.
Surely now he'll be punished.
Double 16.
Gets
it. That'll be a big relief for Glen Durrant.
Second leg Glen to throw first. Game on.
And he has the break back. Well, Jim Williams might have a 2-0 lead. It's Glen that has been getting the points, but the significance has been those missed doubles. It's not just the fact that Glen's only hit 4 out of 16. The ones he's missed have been the costly ones. And Jim has got away with the errors that he's made.
Until that last leg. The way he'd been finishing, you'd have put your house on him hitting one of those 3 double 14s, but they all landed a little northeast
133
of the target, and the man from the northeast finally took advantage.
So Glen on a finish again, and he knows with Jim on 199 he's got 6 darts to take out 170 to take a 2-0 lead in the third. Go to the 18s here.
98.
All Jim can do is try and apply a little bit of pressure on Glen's finishing, which by his usual very solid standards has been hugely disappointing today.
99. Glen requires 72.
Treble 16 for double 12 is the way you'll go. 2 darts at double 12 to take command of. He's missed double 6 as well. So
require 100.
Jim Williams to break straight back. Maybe he might go tops here. Treble 16, double 16. Oh, 84. Unlucky.
Glen requires 6.
Well, you'd imagine he will go straight for it. He does. Right in the middle. Decision vindicated.
Game on.
And Glen now within a leg of halving the overall match deficit.
26.
Jim Williams has been involved in a couple of humdingers on the way to the quarterfinals against Dennis Nielsen and then Conan Whitehead. What a match that was. Glenn Durrant has glided serenely through with barely a ripple on the stress surface
140
of his supporters.
Yeah, Glenn saw off Gary Robson. He averaged 110 in the second set in beating Robbo 3-0. Missed a set dart in the one set that he lost to Daryl Fitton.
180.
There's his second maximum. The fact that we've only seen two maxima from Glenn in 11 legs is a huge surprise.
140.
Jim can't quite reply in kind. Just a little acknowledgement to his supporters as well after that 180, that everything is still in hand.
Jim, you require 125.
A 1-2-5 then. Treble 20 in tops. No. Set point,
65.
Durrant.
Then you require 90.
Treble 20 for double 5. For the sets.
80. Jim,
Some way away.
60.
So Jim 60 to stay in the set. Tops. Great first start. Oh, such a good second one. Double 10.
Game showing the third leg. Jim Williams.
Hold a throw.
Glenn to throw first. Game on.
Well, if Glenn can serve out here, it is 2-1. Those two games that you alluded to, Vasos, the victories that Jim had against Dennis Nielsen and Conan Whitehead, both hugely entertaining. He came back from 2-0 down to win 3-2 against the strong man from Sweden. And then against Conan, won the last 4 legs to win 4-2 in the deciding 7th set. But the crowning moment really when he took out the 161 to stay in the match, with Whitehead having only 57 left. It's as though it's going to be Conan, the destroyer of dreams, but ultimately it was Williams that got over the line.
He actually said it was his first round match against Dennis Nielsen that was really important to him, because he didn't feel previously that he was the sort of guy that could come back from 2-0 down on that lakeside stage.
38.
Just gave him the belief, and perhaps it was that match that gave him the belief that the 161 was makeable, because that was the moment of the tournament so far.
140.
Looks as though this leg is all going to be about who can hit the doubles. Can either of them take out an impressive 3-figure checkout?
99.
127 left for Glenn when he comes back, which will give him the set.
Then you require 127.
Wife Natalie and mum Jane look on. A bullseye for the set for Glenn Durrant, the top C.
80. Jim, you require 161.
Well, he's done it once when he most needed it in the tournament. He can't do it here.
65. Then you require 47.
2 darts away then from the set. Double 16.
Game showing the third set. Well done.
But it was against the ropes, the defending champion, 2-0 down. But he's broken the Jim Williams throw in set number 3 to halve the overall deficit. And that means that this match is now going with the throw. Still, anybody's contest. Glenn Durrant beginning to build up the momentum. But can Jim Williams continue to go toe-to-toe with him in this quarterfinal? Scott Waits awaits the winner Glenn Durrant 1, Jim Williams 2.
Saturday at Lakeside is one of the great days in British sport, and it will be Scott Waits, the two-time champion, facing the winner of this one. Let's get straight back to your commentators.
Well, who's your money on from here? Jim Williams, the 9th seed, leads the defending champion and top seed Glenn Durrant by 2-1. But the on-site bookies, and they're rarely wrong, they have this man, Glenn Durrant, as the 4-9 on favourite to reach 5 first. His best mate, the Quiff, Jim Williams, might have a thing or two to say about that. First to 5 then, through to semi-final Saturday.
4th set, first leg, Glenn to throw first. Game on.
Well, ostensibly everything is still going with throw. Glenn is twice the price that he was before a dart was thrown in anger in this match, but nevertheless, I think most people have been hugely impressed with the way that Jim Williams has played. There's 3 maxima apiece now.
That, I guess, that visit right there is why Glenn Durrant is favourite despite trailing by 2-1.
$140. $82.
181 left after 6 darts. $25 all ball here.
82.
Or 2. Leaving him 99.
60. Lane Empire 99.
Treble 19, his first targets, hit that. 10 for double 16. For a 99.
83.
And what would have been a 12 dart leg, but it'll be back for double 8.
$100. Lane Empire 16.
Double 4.
Game shot in the first leg. Glenn Durrant.
With the throw at the start of the 4th.
Jim to throw first. Game on.
All the talk before the game was the fact that if Jim was going to be able to live with Glenn Durrant, he was going to have to get his average up from the 90 that he showed against Conan Whitehead by some 6 or 7 points.
60.
Has been able to do that by and large. As you can see, it is dipping though as the match goes on. Glenn more consistent. This will help him.
140.
Overall average for Jim, 96. Glenn's just a couple of clicks under 100.
$140.
And that's just pushed it north of 100.
Glenn's highest ever average on the Lakeside stage, 99.87 in the semi-final against Martin Adams in 2015. He was only a shade under that in the match against Darrell the other night, 99.43 in that game.
85. Jimmy require 161.
Lost that semi-final against Martin Adams, of course.
89.
It's been remarkably consistent through a mid-80s match, the first one he ever had on the Lakeside stage. He still beat Mike Day in straight sets. Every subsequent match that he's had since, he's averaged over 89.5. Every single game, 15 in a row. Double 16 then for Jim to tie it up in the 4th.
40.
Whisker away.
116.
Treble 20 for double 18. No.
100. Jim, you require 32.
1 from 5 at double 16. Jim Williams, but he's made that 2 from 6. Holds his throw.
Game on.
Well, the American contingent that Seema was speaking to earlier, clearly enjoying every aspect of a day watching the darts at the lakeside.
96.
Jim has a very unusual grip on his dart. Holds it right at the front of the dart.
100.
Look at the positioning that Glenn holds his. Midway down the shaft. Now look at Jim's.
Works for him.
100.
Does it with the darts in this leg. We have had 4 breaks of throw in this match, but as things stand, we are exactly with the darts.
60. Glenn, you require 107.
Treble 17 for double 18.
55.
Opportunity for Jim.
141.
141, he needs a check checkout. This is for a break of throw. Treble 19. Double 12 for a 141 at another critical time. Very, very nearly.
Then you require 52.
Was that a moment in this match? Not if this double 8 doesn't go. And it doesn't.
44. Jim, you require 12.
So, for the break of throw, double 6.
Game shot in the third leg. Jim Williams.
Held his nerve, breaks the throw. Glenn Durrant can't catch his eye.
Fourth leg, Jim to throw first. Game on.
And Jim Williams has a 2-1 lead in both sets and legs, and an opportunity to break the champion again here and go 3-1 up. Jim with the darts in this leg. He broke the Durrant throw in set number 2.
100.
Can he do it again in set number 4?
Oh, how about that from Duzzer? Real match play moment. Back comes Jim Williams.
100.
Only a steady ton.
$57.
Real hubbub in the arena. Knowing the significance of the
140.
next 6 darts that Jim Williams throws, and could give him a 3-1 lead in the race to 5.
He will have a chance. Look at him staring at his shoes.
100.
Willing the next 3 darts, respectively into treble 20, treble 17 and the bullseye. No, won't be done. So, a chance, an outside chance for Glenn Durrant to level this fourth set at 2 legs apiece. Not to be.
Needed the trouble with the first dart. How much pressure can he put on?
94.
Great third dart. 70 left. 116 then for Jim Williams.
Just needs one treble though. One treble 19. Hasn't got it.
78 left.
92. Then you acquire 70.
Well, this 70 has to go. 2 darts at double 8.
Superb first dart. Oh, he's busted. Got the 16. Not the way he needed it. It's a double 12 for Williams for a 3-1 lead. Double 6. Hit it in the last leg. Can he hit it now?
18.
No, he can't.
Then you acquire 70.
3 set darts missed. Back to 70 goes Duzza. And this time he's missed the treble 18. So 16 for the bullseye for 2 all in this fourth set. What a moment in this match.
45. Jamie acquire 6.
Could split it, but will go double 3 surely. First one really doesn't do him any favours. It's blocked a lot of his view, but he's squeezed it in the corner. It's a big double 3. It's a big 3-1 lead for Jim Williams in his first ever quarter-final. He's got daylight again between himself and the champion.
5th set, first leg. Jim to throw first. Game on.
Glenn Durrant had darts to go 2-1 up in that set and
16.
darts to level it at 2 legs all, but now he has to come from 2 sets back once again.
100.
It's a pretty good start. Third time in the match he started a leg with a maximum, but back comes Jim Williams. This is brilliant. Haymaker from Duzza. Haymaker from his best mate Jim Williams. Terrific drama,
55.
Terrific action, terrific skill, terrific nerve, terrific bottle on the lakeside stage.
Just remember what's at stake here. Glenn Durrant has said that if he doesn't get through to the semi-finals, he's walking away. He's going to Q school. Going to try his luck with a PDC. The stakes are high here. I'm not playing for prestige or money alone. This is Glenn Durrant's entire career that's on the line, one way or the other. Let fate decide, he said earlier. Fate at the moment's going against him.
Jim acquire 24.
Double 12 to go ahead in the 5th set. That's a good marker.
12. Glenn you acquire 86.
So an opening then for the champ. 18 for ball. It's bullseye for a break. Great dart. Superb dart.
Second leg Glenn to throw first. Game on.
Little nod of acknowledgement from Jim Williams. Appreciates the significance. 3 darts missed at double 12 for Jim. And Glenn punished him emphatically.
For those of you joining us on Channel 4 new to darts, the PDC, the Q school that Jim was talking about, that's the other World Championship. That's the other organisation. And pretty much never the tour. But I wonder, Jim, whether that announcement has put a little bit of extra pressure on the throwing arm of Glenn Durrant.
Vassey's a man with Huge experience, nearly 50 years of age, or in his late 40s, 47. He's won 23 BDO ranking titles. He's won the big one here.
100.
He's achieved so much. He's played under just about every circumstances imaginable. He will have faced nearly every set of circumstances imaginable. But he's never played a match under these circumstances, where the pressure is different from ever before. Remember, he said, if he gets through to the last four, he's a BDO lifer. He will never go across. He will always stay here. Hugely proud of his achievement last year.
140.
Desperate to emulate Eric Bristow, Raymond van Barneveld, Martin Adams to successfully defend his title here at Lakeside. So much at stake. And when that's the situation, you can understand that if he just can't quite hit the doubles when he needs them, which has been his major problem today. Jim has an opportunity to break back here if he can hit the ball for a 121.
He's showing the second leg, Jim Williams.
Oh,
Third leg, Jim to throw first.
a bullseye from Durrant in the first leg of the set, and that one there from Williams.
$140.
Prior to this year, Jim had only won 2 matches in the World Championships, both of them first-round ties against Tony O'Shea.
100.
4 defeats to Messrs Harms and Hughes, respectively, in the second round in the last couple of years.
Yes, before this year, he'd only ever beaten Tony O'Shea at Lakeside.
120.
Unlucky. 60 points and another maximum on the floor.
Just a little acknowledgement of Natalie, his wife, Jane, his mum, as he
140.
walked to the side of the stage, having hit that 121. Shown in the tournament so far that he never knows when he's beaten. Strong front-running performance from him today. He's just hit 121. Can he do it again? No, he can't.
57. Jim, you require 64.
Treble 16, double 8 to hold this throw, to move ahead in this set. 16 for double 16. He will have one dart at the double. And he'll hit the double.
Third leg, Jim Williams. Fourth leg, Glenn to throw first. Game on.
Puffs out his cheeks. I wonder what Glenn Durrant was thinking when that double 16 found its target.
He'll have plenty going through his mind, no doubt about that.
60.
Potentially, Jim's 4 legs away here from a place in his first ever semi-final.
140.
And the champion is really up against it here. Only been beaten 3 times, remember, on this stage. Alan Norris,
83.
Martin Adams, Scott Waits. Durrant with the superior average, 3 points ahead. Williams with the superior checkout stats. And by and large, with the odd exception, but by and large, Jim's misses haven't been punished and Glenn's have. It was a match play game. It'd be 12-8 to Williams in legs at the moment.
Which is pretty much translated into his lead-in sets, to be fair. 3-1 and 2-1.
100.
Max Maximum number 6 of the match and 13 of the week from the defending champion. Leaves him on tops when he comes back, and unusually, Williams is nowhere. He won't really care about this leg. Right now, he'll be thinking if he can just hold his throw in the next leg, he's a set away. Durrant for tops.
Shot in the fourth leg. Glenn Durrant. Fifth leg jump to throw first.
Huge leg. In the life of Glenn Durrant.
140.
As you say, a huge leg in the career of Jim Williams and a huge leg in the life of Glenn Durrant.
Really good start from Williams at ton 40. Good last start from Durrant. Talking to himself between darts. Come on, he says, come on.
43.
And now, back to those shoes.
And now does his focus return to the board.
140.
Oh,
in a good position.
He's not on a finish, but he's not far away. Durrant can't buy a treble just now.
93.
That helps a little. Eighteen's here. Oh, unlucky. Oh, he's cross. 95 when he comes back for a 4-1 lead in sets. Two best mates playing on the Lakeside stage in the quarterfinals, and so much at stake.
All around the 19s. Tops if he comes back. Boy, does he need this. 144. This could be the difference between 3-2 and 4-1, and he can't do it now. So Jim Williams has 3 darts at tops to take a 4-1 lead.
Germany require 40.
Takes aim at the top of the board. Hits the red bit at the top of the board with his first dart. That is huge. Huge for Jim Williams and his family, and actually potentially bigger for Glenn Durrant and his. If he loses, Glenn Durrant says he's off to the PDC. And he's on the verge. Williams with a 4-1 lead in a race to 5.
100.
Scott Waits, of course, was in this position earlier today. 4-1 down and a race to 5. He came back and won 5-4. Glenn Durrant is going to have to also draw on his experience, like Scott, as a world champion, and come back.
140.
Mine all those reserves and turn this around.
Andy Barton's missed match darts on that occasion. 5 of them. I'm not sure that Jim Williams will be quite so obliging. Back-to-back maximums from Glenn Durrant. He's on the verge of a break of a hold of throw and an 11-dart leg.
Then you require 41.
Double 16 for Durrant. There's the first leg of set number 6. Hold of throw.
Second leg turn to throw first. Game on.
Just 11 darts it took him. I don't think we've had a 10-dart leg this week, have we?
Not yet. copious amounts of 11s.
And I suppose the only person hoping that we don't get a 9 is Paul Lim. He gets mentioned almost daily in commentary.
100.
Actually almost he came within a whisker of another 9-dart leg, Paul Lim. 28 years on
100.
at the other World Championships last month in Ali Pali. Against Gary Anderson.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
against Gary Anderson.
In the second round.
140.
Just missed it on the northwest side of the segment by about 1/8 of an inch.
Is this another max? You betcha! Not on a finish. But he's favourite for the leg, Glenn Durrant.
Jim, you require 150.
Well, there's the first of the 2 that he needs. He's going for the 18 route. He left himself with 5 18s left.
Glenn, you require 63.
63 then. This is for a break of throw. Double 12. Double 6. No, he's got it.
Showing the second leg. Glenn Durrant. Third leg Glenn to throw first. Game on.
Darts in his hands then to be able to get the deficit back down to 4-2.
All of a sudden from 4-1 he's been unplayable.
140.
Glenn Durrant, with his last 5 darts at a double, has hit 4 of them. So that percentage has improved from mid-20s to low 30s. And that's all right, 32%. No better than all right, but it's all right.
55.
There's a sort of mid-40s area for both of the games that he played. So far, 43% against Robson, 45% against Fitton. Jim's finishing better today than it's been in the 2 previous matches.
100. Then you require 158.
Right then, for the set. Treble 20 for double 19. Yes, double 19 for a 158 and a set 3-0. He's not finished yet, you know, not by a long shot. The defending champion calmly takes out 158. He was almost flawless in that set. Jim Williams still has work to do if he is going to knock out his best mate, and Glenn Durrant, the defending champion, still very much a BDO player as things stand, but he's still 4-2 down in a race to 5.
He needs every set now if he's to turn this round. Let's rejoin your commentators.
Rob, thank you very much indeed. Glenn in the last set went from almost flawed to almost flawless. A quite brilliant set of darts. An 11-dart leg, a 15-dart leg, then a 12-dart leg. Putting the pressure back on Jim Williams, who, if he had a 3-set lead and thought that he was coasting to glory, has just had a little sharpener. Knows that that is not the case.
First leg, Jim to throw first. Game on.
Glenn's certainly keeping him honest here with a quite brilliant 6th set.
100.
Look at that, 118.7. Glenn Durrant's average in set number 6.
If there was a prize for best set average of the week, I bet Darius Labanauskas thought he'd won that with his 113 and a bit in his first round match against Scott Mitchell. That was a 5-leg set as well, but as we mentioned, Durrant in that 6th set was unplayable.
Nevertheless, still 2 sets behind. And this is the one that he has to really get his A game ticking on against the Williams throw. Not that there's any margin for error in any of the sets. But he want to give himself plenty of darts at doubles if he needs them in the legs in which Williams has the throw, just to give him the maximum number of opportunities to break it. That, of course, just invites more pressure on Jim Williams. Remember, this is his first ever quarter-final, consequently never got close to a semi-final before.
100.
Andy Bartons will know that a 4-1 lead is not an insurmountable cushion.
140. Jim, you require 142.
To hold his throw, Mike feel he needs to hit this. Treble 20 for double 11. For treble 14 for tops, so he's hit big 11. Treble 13 now.
84. Glenn, you require 80.
For the break of throw. Another one of those. Now tops. Still got the right half of the segment to aim at. Hits it. And there's the break.
Second leg Glenn to throw first. Game on.
He's hit 6 of his last 7 darts at a double. Glenn Durrant.
Jim has won 5 BDO ranking titles. Reached the quarter-final of the World Masters this year, the final of the Finder Darts Masters in the Netherlands last month, where he lost 5-3 to Danny Noppert. Big aim, of course, to emulate Leighton Rees, Richie Burnett and Mark Webster and become a Welsh world champion.
140.
And take the crown off his very close friend Glenn Durrant.
Well, Durrant has what could be the crucial break here.
83.
If he holds his throw now, throughout the rest of this 7th set, he wins the set. He has the darts at the start of the next set. Are we going all the way again? He's not on a finish.
134.
But he's taken a great big chunk out of 182.
Playing in acquire 48.
Plenty of time on his side as well. Double 16.
16.
Those 16s haven't been good for him. Williams missing the trebles, though, not able to really put any significant pressure on Durrant as he comes back, looking at that same bet again. 3 from 9 is at double 16. Hits it this time.
5 legs in a row to the top seed Glenn Durrant. 5 times in a row he's thrown the last dart in a leg. And the last time Jim Williams had a dart at the double was way back in the final leg of the 5th set. 5 legs in a row, and not so much a sniff
45.
of a dart for one of them.
Only 45 with his first visit. Is it going to be a 180 with his second? It is! His 10th of the match. Jim's only had one since the first set.
$140.
1080 followed by a 1040.
Set point again
79
to Glenn Durrant.
Then you require 136.
He's got that look about him now. Can't finish, but will be back. Treble 15 now.
120.
Yes. Barely missing anything now, Glenn Durrant. Double 8 when he comes back for another set in double quick time. I wonder what Jim Williams is thinking
125.
just now.
Then you require 16.
Hasn't hit it yet. There's the set again. 6 legs in a row for Glenn Durrant. Suddenly, from 4-1 down, it's 4-3, and we're back on throw.
Sets first leg. Glenn to throw first.
Duzza has the darts at the start of this 8th set. First to 5 will play Scott Waits in the semi-finals on Saturday. Waits himself, a former champion, came from 4-1 down to win earlier this afternoon. Is history repeating itself? And Glenn Durrant with his 11th maximum to start this 8th set. Suddenly, he's on fire. Back in he goes. And again. And again! Is this the moment? Lakeside witnesses a 9-dart leg for the first time in 28 years. The way he's playing, you would not put it past him. 3 more perfect darts required. Got to make sure he wins the leg here.
6 perfect darts. Applause from the crowd.
100. Then you require 52.
But for an 11-dart leg, it's double 16. Come on, he says to himself.
20.
I wonder what Jim Williams is feeling now.
100. Then you require 32.
He's watching Glenn Durrant erode that lead.
Being shot in the first leg. Glenn Durrant.
There's another leg to Duzza.
Second leg, Jim, to throw first. Game on.
That's 7 in a row. 7 legs in which Jim Williams has not had a dart at a double.
81.
Well, this is a leg in which Jim has the throw. If he can't hold here, then Durrant will only need one of the next 3 to make it 4-4.
140.
It's just relentless, isn't it, from Glenn Durrant?
The lead has slowly ebbed away.
140.
He doesn't want to go to Q school.
140.
Better from Williams, ton 40, and 140 left against his name.
Jim, you require 140.
Well, he's got 6 darts to take out 140 if he needs some Jim Williams, and he could do with something going for him here. A double 10. This would do.
120.
At least he had a dart at the outside bit of the board.
First time in 8 legs that has been the case.
97.
Finishing line in your sight can do funny things to people, but Jim Williams can regroup here, hit double 10, now double 5. He'll move within 2 legs. He can't finish this leg now.
No score.
Busts.
Lane you require 92.
92 then for Durrant. Bullseye for yet another leg, the 8th in a row.
Game showing the second leg. Glenn Durrant.
Outstanding darts from Glenn Durrant. Absolutely sensational. Dead-eye does it again. 8 legs in a row from 4-1 down. Jim Williams, a penny for your thoughts.
60.
Breathing heavily there as he just considers what lies ahead.
60.
4-1 he led. 4 sets remaining at that stage. He only needed to win 1 of them. The first one has gone. The second one has gone. The third one well on its way to going.
42.
You don't win the world title unless you've got a little bit about you, unless you have the ability to win matches in different circumstances, in different manners.
100.
And Durrant showing here that as well as being a very good, strong front runner, has the resilience that's necessary, the character to be able to come back from a seemingly impossible position. Piling on the agony for the Welshman.
Needs this one to go in, just to give him a bit of a boost. Well done, Jim Williams. He's been steamrollered for the last 8 legs.
134.
But still, the pressure is relentless.
Well, he hit this against Conan Whitehead at a massive time in the match. Can't hit it right now.
97. Lane you require 85.
Treble 50. 20 for Bull. It's Bullseye for another leg for Glenn Durrant.
35.
It was in. He's sure it was in.
Jim, you require 64.
No, it was in the half bull. 16 for double 16. Needs this, gets it, stops the rot, stems the tide, wins a leg, stays alive in the set.
Fourth leg, Jim to throw first. Game on.
Relief. So this is as close as he's got to the finishing line. He's 2 legs
16.
away, but has to win the next 2 for that to be the case. Otherwise we go to a deciding 9th set. But if he holds here, he's got the opportunity to attack the Durrant throw for the match.
41.
It's 13 180s now, incidentally, for Glenn, which is a record equaling stat for him. through
140.
13 in the final last year when he beat Danny Noppert. It was an interesting game as well because that was 3-3 at one stage, and then he showed his resilience that day as well. So it looked as though the Dutchman was going toe-to-toe with him, and he was just able to get his nose in front and then pull away.
Just not giving Jim Williams a realistic chance to hold his throw here. On a finish already. Needed it. Got it. Shanghai to hold his throw if he comes back. Treble 20 for double 18. Has to hit the treble 20. Has done. Double 18 for the set for Durrant. Oh, it's extraordinary. Amazing darts from Glenn Durrant, the defending champion. He strides off stage. I bet he wanted to stay on, having just won 3 sets in a row from 4-1 down.
One of the great quarter-final comebacks live on 4 this afternoon. Are we about to witness another? Paul Nicholson, who has the momentum and who has the belief now under immense pressure?
All of the impetus is with Duzza. He's won the last 3 sets, 9 legs to 1 in the last 3 sets. He's got all the momentum, the impetus, all of the other superlatives that go with that. I really don't know who's going to win this, but it looks like Durrant may have enough.
Let's get straight back to your commentators.
So 3 more practice darts, these 3 from Glenn Durrant, and then we're into a deciding set.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. 9th and final set, first leg. Jim to throw first. Game on.
Jim Williams has the darts. First to 3 legs wins this, unless it goes 2-all, in which case the tie-break rule applies. Your commentators, full disclosure, your commentators disagree on who's going to win this. We won't say who thinks who will win.
140.
But one of us thinks that this man, Jim Williams, will take this deciding set. And the other one is sensible.
140.
Great start from Williams and Durrant. 3-ton 40s in this deciding set in the first leg of it. Straight back in the red bit goes Duzza. That's unlucky.
135.
No sign of nerves yet. Oh, yes!
180.
Unbelievable!
Jim, you require 41.
But under all sorts of pressure to hit this double 16. Double 8 to win his first leg in 10. Oh!
25. Glenn, you require 46.
Well, the only consolation was that it wasn't in the double 8. 14, double 16 then. And this is for a leg against the darts. Double 16. Double 8. He hasn't led this match for about an hour and a half. He leads it now.
Showing the first leg. Glenn Durrant. Second leg, Glenn to throw first. Game on.
He's not thrown this away in any shape or form, Jim Williams. Glenn Durrant just found another level since going 4-1 down. Exemplified in that 6th set when he averaged, what was it, 118, 119?
55.
Well, Glenn's chances were next to none at one stage, but taking legs becomes a habit, and he's only 2 away now.
19. 85.
Two legs away from the semi-finals, 2 legs away from becoming a BDO player for life. That didn't seem likely half an hour ago.
He's won one of the last 11 legs. The fact that he's still in there fighting shows just how big his lead was when the rot set in.
That 84 leaves Durrant on 169, which is no possible checkout. But 110 is. To break back at the start of this deciding 9th set. Treble 19 would leave double 16 and does. Gosh, this is must hit for Jim Williams.
Treble 18 for double 18. No prizes for guessing what he's thinking there.
46.
Double 16 there.
Then you require 32.
He's only hit it 5 times in 14 attempts. This is his biggest double 16 of the day. Double 8. He's forcing the adjustment. Moves across to the left side of the oche. Hits it.
The second leg. Durrant. Third leg, Jim to throw first. Game on.
He's come back from the brink. He's 1 leg away. The defending champion nearly there.
40.
$501 points away from the semi-finals, and all that means for him in his life. The subplot has been absolutely fascinating to this quarter-final. A huge announcement from Glenn Durrant, if you're just joining us, before today's match, that if he lost, he would move to the other World Darting Organisation, the PDC, and attempt to go through Q School. But if he wins and goes through to the semi-finals, then he stays a BDO player. He stays a Lakeside World Championship player for the rest of his life, he said. And since going 4-1 down, he has been virtually unplayable.
41.
15 maximums from Glenn Durrant in this quarter-final. Take that, and that, and that, he says to his best mate, Jim Williams.
83.
So 143 to complete one of the most emphatic comebacks in recent Lakeside history. Treble 17, double 16.
111.
So close. What a way that would have been to take it out. It does look like a formality now.
21.
Even with the bounce out, so 6 darts at double 16 here.
When you require 32.
For the match, for Glenn Durrant, from 4-1 down, he's done it! What an astonishing story. An epic chapter written into Lakeside history. The match and all it meant to the defending champion, Glenn Durrant. He only lost 1 leg, having gone 4-1 down in this quarter-final against his best mate, Jim Williams, who looks disconsolate. He honestly doesn't know what hit him. It looked for all the world like Jim Williams was going through to the semi-finals and Glenn Durrant was going to the PDC. It's not what happened. does us through to the last four, and a match against Scott Waits, who came through an epic of his own earlier this afternoon. And Jim Williams will leave the stage to lick some considerable wounds. Well played, both players.
Unbelievable drama live on Channel 4 this afternoon. Two men coming back from 4-1 down and securing a monumental battle in tomorrow's semi-finals. Waits did it in the first match of the afternoon, and Durrant has just done the same. Sympathy, of course, for Jim Williams, but what a performance, and what heart and what determination from Glenn Durrant.
Got to give him a lot of credit, because at 4-1 down, it looked like he just wasn't finding his real A game today. But my, did he find it in the next four sets. He just couldn't play against him, Jim Williams, after that. He just lifted his level. He was unbelievable.
It was as if a switch was flicked. It was incredible.
It was as if he really wanted to play Scott Waits in the next round and get revenge for 2 years ago. That's what was going through my mind. I thought, he really wants to have a crack at Scott. All of the other superlatives and all of the other stories went out the window. He wants a crack at Waits, and he's got it now.
Well, what an unbelievable match tomorrow that is going to be. And he's come off stage, and we can just get a quick word with him. Here he is, the defending champion, still in it.
Glenn, I don't think even you can believe that, coming back from 4-1 down, can you?
I thought I had the game with Paul Hogan last year, but to do it against Jim this time, I'm so emotional. He's fantastic, and he should have won the match, and it's like bittersweet, because yeah, to put a microphone right in my face right now, but I can't believe how happy I am right now.
Well, thanks a lot. And from the tweets earlier, we now believe you're a BDO player for life. Thank you very much, Glenn.
I'm a BDO player for life now, but I'm the best friend of Jim Williams, and he's going to be hurting now, but he will be world champion one day. And look, Jim, I love you to bits, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Glenn.
Atmosphere has been absolutely electric today. Now, we know that we have fans from all over the world that love the darts, but I don't think any group has travelled quite as far as this group. So come on, tell us, where have you come from today?
We came from Boston, Massachusetts, all the way from America, my friends.
Wow, just for the BDO darts?
Just for the BDO darts.
Okay, I am loving the outfits as well. Can you just tell me your name and what you are?
I am Alyssa, and I am representing French Fry.
Jamie Tarquini, I'm a hot dog.
Charles Lucas, I'm a hamburglar.
Becky, I'm a pizza.
Don, and I'm pumpkin pie.
We've covered all forms of fast food. I love it. So are you enjoying yourself so far?
We are having so much fun. This has just been such an experience for us all.
And who do you think is going to win this one?
Durrant. Yeah, Glenn.
Great stuff. We're all Glenn fans over here. Okay, well, we're going to see what happens. Let's head over to our commentary team of Vassos Alexander.